Hi, I'm Stacy Villani. I'm the Division Director for the Family Services Division at the Northeast ARC. So the Family Services Division is a set of programs that's set up to give families that have disabilities in the community the ability to get information and resources. Oftentimes we're liaisons. We work for them to make sure that they get what they need to make their lives better. Sometimes you don't know where to turn when you have a disability. And if you come to us, we can be a starting point. We kind of show you, okay, this is the different places that you can look. We have programs for information and referral. Any disability that you have, we have it covered in our different information and referral centers. So the family services, not only do we oftentimes we're the navigators, we oftentimes work as mediators, oftentimes we do the direct services ourselves, but we're there to ensure that people with disabilities get the benefits that they're entitled to, and that we make sure that they get the information that they need to access community resources to make their lives better. The Family Services is a diverse set of programs. We are set up into 4 main buckets. So the first bucket is our information and referral centers. We have 4 centers. We have the Autism Support Center, which provides services to individuals with autism. We have the Family Resource Center, which provides resources and information to families with other disabilities. We have the Adult Autism Support Center, which is for individuals over the age of 18 who have autism but don't have an intellectual disability. And our 4th resource center is a new resource center. It's a community resource center, and it connects individuals with the community, like natural supports and community activities. So the second bucket is the Applied Behavior Analysis Program. And that program is made up of 4 different individual programs. We serve individuals with autism in those programs, and they're funded by insurance. So the first program is our Building Blocks program, and that serves individuals with an autism diagnosis who are under 3. So that's usually where you come into first. So if you have an autism diagnosis, you need ABA, that's where you go. When you turn 3, you can move on to our Building Bridges program, which is an over 3 program. Also does ABA. They do it in the home and in the community. It's also funded by insurance. And then the third program is our Spotlight program, and that program is for social skills. So that's a group setting where individuals with autism that have ABA go into group settings so they can kind of practice some of their social skills. That's also funded by insurance. And then the 4th program is our Learning Center. So the Learning Center is a center-based ABA program. It's for individuals 15 months to 6 years old. And we provide ABA. They have autism diagnosis, but it's set up like a preschool, and it's also EEC certified, so that by the time these children get to preschool, they've had a chance to practice some of the things like circle time, but in a setting where they have applied behavior analysis there to watch over them and help them. The third bucket is our adult service contracts, and that's our new program. It's called the Guided Personal Supports Program, and it's made up of different programs that are individual contracts that are funded by the Department of Developmental Services. And that is our GPS program is our Agency with Choice, which is a contract that individuals are given a bucket of money and they self-direct their funds. The next one is our Autism Coaching Program, which is individuals make a life plan and we help them get to their goals. Then we have a College Navigation Program, which we help them get into colleges. We help them get the supports and access they need for college supports. And then the next program is our in-home supports program, which helps people live more independent lives. So we coach them on things like life skills, all kinds of things in the community. It could be like working an ATM, all kinds of different things like that, so that they get to the point where they can hopefully live a little bit more independently. And our last program is the Assistive Technology Program. And that's a unique program in that it's funded by DDS, and it's also a program that we go in and we assess individuals to make sure that if there is some assistive technology that can help them get to where they want to be. So we do assessments. We sometimes provide the money for the funding for the assistive tech that they need, and we do evaluations and continued support. The next set of programs is the Recreation and Special Olympics programs. So those are recreational opportunities for adults with disabilities and Special Olympics. We provide things like cooking classes, bowling, lots of social opportunities. They vary. We do Friday night dances. We do a variety of things where they can socially get together and interact with each other. So you can see the impact that the Family Services Division has. From looking at these numbers, you can tell that we have a large impact on the community that we serve. One of the impact stories that I'd like to tell you is about an individual that we serve, Saoirse. So we were serving her in a cooking class, and she was using a communication device that was hard to use. She had to wash her hands between every time she was communicating with people. She'd be cooking, wash her hands, communicate. So the adult specialist that was working with her realized this was slow and it wasn't working well, and it was hindering her ability to interact with all of her friends at the class. So they referred her to the assistive technology department, where she went and they did an evaluation and assessment and found an eye gaze device that would work better, so she didn't have to wash her hands between things. And this impacted her life in that cooking class, but all through the rest of her life too. It made a difference in her home life, in her work environment, whatever she was doing. It made a big difference. The communication was a lot quicker. So those are some of the ways that we impact the community. And if you want to make a referral to one of our programs, you can see from the slide up here, you can reach out to one of these people to make a referral.